The lone hunter enters the woods with his traditional bow in the black of pre-dawn. He sits in his stand and watches the woods wake up as the sun rises. He listens intently to the crunch of leaves as it signals an approaching deer. He readies his mind and he readies his equipment. The deer steps into view 20 yards away, slowly feeding. He draws his bow back with his arrow ready and releases his arrow into flight. The arrow pierces into the side of the deer right behind the deer's front shoulder. The deer turns and runs and falls after a few steps, dead. The hunter approaches the dead deer and pays a moment of respect for the provisions the deer will provide his family, and then he begins the process of field dressing the deer for butchering. Despite being controversial, the reality is deer hunting provides healthy food for our families and our communities, along with providing a positive economic boost and a needed control method for deer overpopulation. According to Insurance Journal Online, there's an estimated 1.23 million deer vehicle collisions in the United States between July 1st of 2011 and June 30th of 2012. This cost our nation more than $4 billion in vehicle damage, according to State Farm, our nation's leading auto insurer. These collisions cause over 200 deaths annually in the United States, and that's actually not where the damage ends. Every year, over $100 million in damage from deer feeding on agricultural crops occurs. This causes food shortages and also causes price increases on food as well. In addition to that, there's estimated over $750 million in damage to the timber industry and more than $250 in damage to metropolitan households where deer and humans collide in the suburban environments. Things like landscaping and plants and gardens, deer eat those and cause damage as well. These estimates are conservative because it's very difficult to determine reliable statistics for wildlife-related losses. Deer hunting is very important as it provides an economic impact because hunters spend money. If hunting was banned tomorrow, many people will go out of jobs. People that guide hunters, retail stores that sell hunting equipment such as Bass Pro and Cabela's, and state departments of wildlife who employ people in game management and game law enforcement, product manufacturers, and even farmers who we spend money and give money to lease their land for hunting. And all manner of other people associated with the hunting industry would all be out of work and out of money if we stopped hunting today. So to ensure that we control loss of life from automobile accidents and preserve a way of life as hunters, we need to continue to hunt deer for the health of the deer herd and also for the health of our families. We need to embrace hunters as a healthy and necessary part of our country's culture. Hunting provides food for my family. Venison is healthy, it's organic, wild protein, and it replaces the drug-stuffed commercial food that my family would normally eat if I didn't hunt. Venison is high in protein and low in fat. Hunting also provides food to our community. According to the Department of Wildlife, last hunting season through a program called Hunters for Hungry, hunters donated over 48,000 pounds of venison, which provided over 192,000 meals to needy families during last hunting season. Hunting provides us an understanding of nature and a clear realization of where our food comes from and the sacrifice it takes to consume it. Hunting gives our community jobs and an economic boost as well. And hunting, very importantly, provides a control method for the booming deer population that we're experiencing in our country today. And so by hunting, we're preventing deer and vehicle collisions, extensive crop damage, and the inflation that comes with increased food costs. We need responsible, ethical hunters out in the field who are going to harvest deer not for the trophy, but for the food that it provides for our family and for the conservation of the deer herd for our future generations, and for successful farming from the damage that the deer cause. Imagine what our country would be like without deer hunting. The deer population we currently have would quickly overpopulate our farms and our suburban communities and cause countless dollars in damage and eventual mass starvation of their own herd. So as you've listened to me today about why hunting is important and necessary, I urge you to try to understand hunters and hunting and what their true intentions are. Hunters seek to maintain a sustainable deer herd for future generations through conservation, while at the same time providing healthy food for their families. So I challenge you to study the effects of crop damage and realize that hunting is a safe, regulated way to control this problem and at the same time boost our nation's economy. Thank you.